Describe the emotion after winning another close game like that.
Yeah, obviously it sucks blowing the 2-goal lead, but good job sticking with it and able to get that extra point. It's really important, and we got to do a better job in the third period. But finding ways to win shows good signs of a good team.
Robert, do you guys feel like you had opportunities on the power play earlier in the game, and if you be a little bit more direct there? I know it's 4-on-3; it's a little different. Maybe you'll have some more success, I guess, in that opportunity.
Yeah, I think they pressured hard, and we weren't able to beat it early. I missed a couple good looks. We did have some good looks. I think just more consistent throughout. The 5-on-3 and the couple of minutes. I think we had 6 minutes of power play, 5-on-4. So, got to find a way to do a better job early in the game, but it came through at the end.
You guys didn't get off to the start that you guys wanted, but in that second period, you guys seemed to be, especially in the beginning of that second period, you guys seemed to find something. What did you guys see? What did you guys find in that early portion? Yeah,
we made a push. We were skating. We were creating turnovers and transitioning fast, and that's what's made us successful, and we got to do a full 60 of that.
When you left Pittsburgh a few weeks ago, if somebody would have told you were going to win 11 in a row, what would you have told them?
I probably wouldn't have believed it, but it's been a fun ride. We've beaten some really good teams, and we're playing really good hockey. We just got to consistently be there every single night, and that's what makes a great team, and that's what we're on our way to be.
I mean, yeah, it was a great play by Neighbours. He used a lot of speed, chipped it to me, and happened to find a back door, and we buried it.
Do you feel better about the play that you were able to backtrack and break that play up and then kind of get it started going the other way?
Yeah, I mean, that's hockey in itself. You got to get back in order to create chances, and I feel like the coaching staff has emphasized a lot of me on getting back and making plays off the rush. So, like I said, it was a great play by Neighbours.
Jimmy, I think they showed your dad on TV and he was smiling after the play. Can you imagine what it's like for him to watch that?
Yeah, I mean, I bet it's really cool for him, honestly. He experienced all this himself, so it's I'm a really fortunate person to have him as a mentor.
Jake, you guys just keep finding ways to win.
Yeah. Another one of those games where we didn't think we played to our standard, but like you said, finding ways. Goalies are playing well. Guys are making big plays in big moments, and keep finding ways. How about your night tonight? How good do you feel after 2 goals? Yeah, it feels good. Honestly, aside from the goals, I think there's other things I can clean up for sure. But 2 nice passes that weren't hard for me to finish.
What do you think of this Snuggerud play to set you up on that second one?
Yeah, just confidence. It breathes confidence. He, makes a play at our own blue line through a guy's triangle, then burns him wide. I give it back to him, and finds another triangle to me backdoor. So that's just him having great vision, great hockey IQ, and it was a great play by him.
I know you're playing against a really talented team, but because of this win streak, you guys just have this feeling that we're going to find a way to win?
Yeah, I think so. You try not to think about the win streak in the moment and just, stay present, focus on the task at hand. And, obviously we didn't think we were playing our best, so we were trying to find our game throughout the game there. And, but going along with the win streak, you're going to get every team's A game. And we know that now. We're not really sneaking up on anybody anymore, so we have to come ready to play.
Did you like the response you group after the first period?
Yeah, I thought we were significantly better. I thought we skated. I thought we worked better, and I thought it led to a lot of opportunities.
What was lacking at the start of it?
Energy. We just don't seem to have juice, and it's going to happen, but it's a sign of a good team when, you don't have the expression hockey players always use, we don't have our legs, and we're still pulling out wins. This is a hard league to win in, as we found out earlier in the year. And when you take wins and you're not at the top of your game, it's a good sign that you're managing the game as well as you can to stay in it.
How impressive during the 11-game streak to find different ways to win. I mean, cough up the 2-goal lead, power plays 0 for 4, but gets a power play goal to win. We have won all kinds of different games, but I am not happy that we were up 4-2 in the third and we went to overtime. We have to close out games. We have to get better.
To closing out games, what's the learning there?
Attention to detail, knowing your responsibilities. There's a couple of mistakes there on that. I mean, it's a wraparound goal. They make a power move, but we shouldn't be that far from the net.
How's Holloway doing?
It's lower body. I don't have anything else. We'll have more, I'm sure, tomorrow.
Jim, on the
On Neighbours' second goal, is that just for a kid playing in his second game to make a play like Snuggerud did defensively, win the puck, and then go down and make a play? Pretty impressive.
Really impressive. He's been making a lot of plays, and I think once he gets used to the speed, strength, and less time and space in the NHL, he's going to be a real good player for us. He's already playing well.
What's the second period like for you, just bench management wise, when you have guys going, leaving the ice and getting hurt all the time?
Yeah, it gets a little difficult. It can. But we have a lot of players that can play all three forward positions. And I found out that Snuggerud can play left wing. So it just worked out that, I could manage the bench quite easily with the depth of the talented players we have.
You've seen a million flip passes out of the D zone in your career. Have you seen one as good as Fowler's set up compared?
No, got the perfect spin on it, English on it too, right? So he could skate right into it. It was nice.
Snuggerud, are you finding out pretty quick that you can trust him and give him more responsibilities, I guess, out there, especially in tight situations?
So far, yes. I haven't seen any egregious mistakes, And in the D zone, surprisingly, because he's never played our D zone before, he's executing really well. He cut the top off the one time, sprinted out, made sure they stayed on the same side of the ice, and Sonny, I think, was able to get out and kill it. It's a sign of a really smart player, because our D zone's very different than man-on-man.
The power play in overtime, what's kind of the message to those four guys before they go on the ice there? What do you want from them?
Well, I think you'd have to talk to Coach Ott, because he's the power play coach, and he did a great job. I think they were rolling high, and it was like the three of them, 72, 18, and 25, were rolling, and we had a net anchor that goes to the back post, so there's options off it, whoever ends up with it, and Thomas made a good decision.
Jim, it would be easy for these guys to get caught up in the emotion, the way they're winning games, winning 11 in a row. Do you feel like they're receptive to some of the things that you're still trying to, close out games, power play, things like that you can be better at?
Oh, definitely. I think when you're winning, players are more receptive because we feel good about ourselves, and that's the time you can push.